Well, clearly tonight we know there's no money to fix the roads. Schools face looming cuts, and the state is trying to close a sizable budget deficit. But new offices for state senators? Well, sure, there's money for that.
But did taxpayers overpay for that first-class office space owned by a political player? 7 investigator Ross Jones continues to dig into this deal that some lawmakers say stinks.
It's been dubbed the Capitol View boondoggle, new offices for lawmakers that almost no lawmaker wants to defend.
We are opposed to this outrageous, lavish expenditure.
I don't think anybody is excited about it. I don't think anybody likes it.
It is not in the best interest of the people of Michigan.
But like it or not, barring some last-minute maneuver, Michigan taxpayers will be on the hook to pay for all of it. $41 million for the building, as much as $10 million to fix it up, and when you add on 30 years of interest, the total cost comes to about $134 million. A much steeper price than just fixing up the current Senate offices, pegged at only $25 million. But the top man in the Senate last year, Randy Richardville, said the previous building wasn't secure enough. Instead, he committed your tax dollars to a building owned by an influential Republican donor, Ron Bogie. His bid beat out 3 others. But before buying Bogie's building, you would have thought the Senate would go to the trouble of getting it appraised first. And you'd be wrong. Well, most banks won't give you or I a loan to buy a house without an appraisal. Turns out the Michigan Senate operates a bit differently, especially when they're spending other people's money. And that's why what this man is saying tonight could give every taxpayer reason to worry.
Based on everything that you know, is this building anywhere near worth $41 million?
Not in today's market.
He is Bill Fowler, the assessor of record in Lansing. His office sits just a few blocks away from the Capitol View building, and he says the Senate grossly overpaid for it.
It does have, an indicated sale price that's 3 times greater than anything that is sold downtown of comparable use or utility.
Fowler says that his office currently has Capitol View assessed at about $12 million, a figure he says is closer to what it's actually worth. Were it to be built brand new today, his office estimates it would cost just under $22 million. Lawmakers who are already critical of the project say this is further evidence the deal stinks.
When you've got a heavy-duty Republican donor who is selling a building to the state for a price that seems to be way out of line with the real estate market, and there was no appraisal done, wow, that's troubling.
So why wouldn't the Senate have such a costly building appraised before writing a check? After all, when the state's real estate division buys a new building, they always seek an appraisal first.
We want to ensure that we are getting the best deal for the taxpayers.
Senator Arlen Meekoff is the Senate Majority Leader in Lansing today. He wasn't in charge when the Senate made the deal to buy Capitol View, but he did support it. When we visited his offices last month, he wouldn't talk to us, instead sending out his spokeswoman. We told her what the assessor told us.
And he said that the $41 million is substantially higher than he thinks the building is actually worth.
Okay.
Does that trouble you at all?
I'm not troubled by his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion.
But doesn't this make you feel like you maybe should have gotten that appraisal?
At this point, I don't feel the appraisal was necessary.
She later told us that while the building was never appraised, it is insured at more than $60 million. Ron Bogie wouldn't talk to us for this story, but his spokesman said by email that Assessor Bill Fowler is simply mistaken. He says that the building's close proximity to the Capitol demands a higher price. And he points out that in 2011, the state paid about $40 million for this building, the Michigan State Police Headquarters. At $270 a square foot, it's about 20% cheaper than what the state's paying for Capitol View. But spokesman John Truscott points out that the real estate market was worse off 4 years ago, and the building is surely worth more now. But we should point out that the state police headquarters wasn't appraised either before the state bought it. In fact, state police will soon be moving out, and Assessor Bill Fowler says the state way overpaid for that building too. Going forward, he says his office won't use Capitol View's sale price as a benchmark for assessing other properties in downtown Lansing. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Ross. Okay, we're into that little pattern of